The first session up this morning is discussing the most immediate of concerns and discussing those things that are most important to our industry. AASHTO's 2015 action agenda and how we are educating Congress and their staffs about our concerns. Let me leave you just with this thought as we start our programs this morning. As an association and as an industry, we do see a broad recognition that we must be better at telling the transportation story.
I want to start with the big picture and work our way back to the state level. The big picture was the idea that we needed to talk about how the short-term extensions were not enough, that we needed to get back to thinking big. We needed to get back to a place where America used to have big ideas, and so what we came up with was this video.
America has always been defined by big thinking and the will to accomplish great things. That same spirit has long fueled our transportation system. From the turn of the 20th century, when we began to connect our farms to our towns, to the 1950s, when we created a national system of highways and a way to pay for them through the Highway Trust Fund, to today, when our integrated network of roads, rail, ports, air, and public transit helps get us where we need to go. As our transportation system expanded, so has our economic prosperity. New industries emerged, new trade corridors surfaced. We had greater freedom to choose the jobs we wanted and the places where we wanted to live. Without the ambitious vision of our leaders, both national and local, the American dream would look much different today. But if you think that dream will go on uninterrupted, think again. While our nation continues to grow, our transportation system hasn't. Since the 1950s, the number of motor vehicles has quadrupled, challenging our ability to maintain our infrastructure and preserve our investments. And our overworked transit system struggles to meet the demands of nearly 11 billion annual passengers. Business owners have to rely on a freight network in danger of not delivering. Commuters spend hundreds of extra hours sitting in their cars, either because of congested roadways or because they don't have viable public transportation options. Family vacations are detoured by unsafe bridges, or workers are stuck choosing jobs based on distance rather than opportunity. But what if our system could keep up with a level of funding in line with the realities of 2015 and beyond? Skilled workers wouldn't have to move away to find better jobs. We could get better access to our abundant natural resources and agricultural products. We could again climb the ranks of global competitiveness.
You can see on the website, it's prominent where you see the video, and then right below it, this impact on your state. What's this impact on your state? And we would look at that, and it will bring up the state section. I think we're up to 33 or 34 states now that have updated their information.
You can't borrow out of this crisis. You know, you have to have revenue, and you have to do it the way you can do it in your state. And so what we've done is we've pushed back some $400 million, 33, 34 projects from 2015 to 2016. And we sent a letter to every one of our congressional people saying this is what we've done. Today when we go, we actually have got congressional maps that we have, and you can't see it, but there's red lines on those, and those are projects that will not be led in 2016, and we're going to leave this with them. But this is really what you can put on your infographic in your state column, and so it gives you an opportunity to have that impact day in and day out.
What we have determined, and what I think really is very much going to be the case going forward, is that people want to know what they're going to get for their investment, not how bad things are today, but what's the promise that is there for us if we make the investment. I think many take for granted some of the things that we see in our transportation system today, that roads are always going to be congested, that we're going to lose 30,000 plus lives a year, and we know that that doesn't have to be the case. So we can promise improvements. We can say, if you're willing to make the investment, we have the tools, we have the know-how to take that investment and turn it into something that really does change the way in which people use and take advantage of their transportation system.
Every dollar invested in highways or transit returns 2 to 3 times that amount to the economy. In other words, if we continue to improve our transportation system, the average American household could benefit from more than $5,000 in extra annual income. It's time to get back to thinking big, to once again ensure the strength of our solutions meets the size of our challenges. In 2015, let's restore our trust in the Highway Trust Fund, and let's redefine how we move our nation forward.